everyone. I'm doing another curriculum review here. This is Math UC. Right here, got Math UC. We are just going to go over a little bit about how this curriculum worked, the benefits of it, but I do have some drawbacks and unfortunately it didn't work for us. We have 3 parts to this curriculum. There's actually 4 parts, and so I am not going to have the physical manipulative stuff to show you the pieces that they could like work together, but this is what they look like. They're just blocks, and they come in each of the different numbers. So 1 blocks, 2 blocks, 3 blocks. This one's the 5. So it just has a set of these that look like that. So you do get the CD to watch this out. We didn't actually use that. And then this is the tests. This is the student workbook. I guess I am also missing the textbook. But there were some things in here that I really liked. But it ultimately just didn't work for us because it was so much based on physical writing ability and just doing things with your hands. So gamma level, single and multiple digit multiplication, I believe that is 3rd grade math. My son used this when he was in 1st grade, but he is quite ahead in math, so that's not surprising. Now at the beginning here, we do have a place to record all of the testing scores. Here's the testing scores and just, the dates or how they did on each of these. And then we have the different lesson practices. And for the most part, it's my handwriting in here because we scribed for him. I think it would work really well for a kid who is artistic and not math motivated. This is a color by number. So this particular one says, if you say the number when you skip count by 9 to 90, color the space red. If you say the number when you skip count by 3 to 30, color the space blue. So it just goes through all of those. And you do have to go finish the first one and then the next one because some of the numbers are, of course, repeated. But this was really fun to do, and he enjoyed it, but I did the coloring of it. And for the rest of it, to be honest, it's just a bunch of workbooks. It's no different than any other textbook. The number pieces, these things that come with it are fine, but you can get those by themselves, with any other curriculum. You can also get those color by number math things online, which I've done before as well. And so you just have, it really is just a workbook here. My son got really frustrated with it. And we did try to do some of the testing. If you have a kid that is gifted, they really don't like to have to prove that they know something. They know it, so why do we have to prove anything? That's kind of the attitude. So he got really frustrated with this, but we did do some of the testing. And you can see that we did not make it all the way through the year. But that's okay. We moved on to something else that ended up working really well. I don't think we've stuck with a single curriculum yet. We have done more than one level, but we haven't stuck to it for an entire school year. He also hasn't stayed in the same level of math for an entire school year. So that's basically Math UC. You have the textbook that just explains a few things, suggests that you use the blocks for different things, which my son didn't like either. And then you just go through and do the workbook, and then you have them do the testing. So the thing is about this, if you want to replicate school at home, this is a fine option for you, right? You can replicate school at home by teaching from the textbook, using worksheets, doing the testing, using the number blocks and all of that, and that works fine. And this would be a great curriculum for you if your student likes to do worksheets or is fine doing worksheets. If you want something that's a little bit more creative, this isn't something that I would choose for you. if you want something that is a little outside of what public school does, you're going to want to go with something else. And I just want to mention one last thing. So we got this in school year 2019, and when I ordered it, it did come with a booklet of Bible verses or hymns or something that were supposed to be somehow related to math. I tossed that immediately. I believe that they've been phasing that out. I think that's something they used to do more, and they haven't done that as much now, but I'm not quite sure. So that is something that I would just want anyone to know who's going into Math UC. At the point that I got this and had that issue with it, I know that the higher math levels were not coming with that anymore because they had phased them out. I'm just not sure what they've done at this point. I hope it was helpful for you to see what Math UC looks like at the 3rd grade level. And go ahead and hit subscribe if you would like to see more content like this. And we'll see you in the next one.